Sorry. Still filming. Sorry about that. Hello beautiful people. Happy today. Today I am sitting on the ground and doing something super fun for Canada Day on my coffee tables as like a little low setup, having something that is not on a dining table and people can be more comfortable and sitting on the ground. We all work with what we have, and as you can see I have these two coffee tables that they have like metal wheels. I'm sure you've noticed before, so I couldn't really put them right next to each other because the wheels were kind of like not allowing that. So I kind of like shifted them a little bit, so it's a little, there's a little bit of a gap, but I actually don't mind it because, you know, you just have to work with what you got and it's still gonna look really good, and it will be just sort of like a, you know, a little bit of a movement on the table. And another thing I wanted to do was I thought about like maybe putting like a runner on my coffee table. I definitely didn't want to like cover the wood because I love it and it's really rustic, and I am going to be playing with a lot of like reds and whites obviously, but I thought I'm going to keep it as that, and I'm going to bring all my other elements with those colors and keep the wood to be the wood. Alrighty, happy birthday Canada, you are 150 years old. How exciting is that? We are so fortunate to live in this country, in this city, and I am really grateful to be here. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about like bringing the colors into your home decor, even like a cushion with the flag or something that represents Canada or States. I mean, if you guys are in the States, you could do something with your own flag or the colors, like add a little bit of a blue to that and bring, you know, the celebrations into your home decor as well, because it makes it so much more fun. Everything will be so much more aligned. I'm gonna start with the flowers because they're always fun and they're always fun to start with. These are called chrysanthemums and they're called bisbuds. So I've kind of specifically picked this out because they're individually like large flowers, which I really like. And I specifically used or picked this flower because they are just like individual like large blooms, and I wanted that kind of like that look. They're white and they're perfect. And another good thing about chrysanthemums are that they last quite a bit, not as long as carnations, and they're also really good options for this concept, but they will still like last a long time, and that is always a good thing. And you can buy your flowers earlier for your setups and make them and have them for you know, a few days in advance, maybe 4 or 5 days in advance, and then have it for maybe another week or so after your celebrations. Okay, so you don't have to rush and freak out and stress out about your flowers at least, right? And okay, so I'm gonna show you, I have these cute little, I found them in my like, I guess like little box that I have a whole bunch of like little vases in. These are meant to be hung from a branch or a tree or whatever you call it, like whatever you want, like, but I thought just because they're red, it just works for what I want. And I'm not gonna use them as a, obviously, like I'm not gonna hang them, but I just still love them because they are different shapes, which brings more interest to the table. And I don't mind this, like, I mean, it's not a big deal. I will definitely use them again, maybe for Christmas, and hang them and, you know, just do that. It's, again, very easy concept. You just cut the flower on an angle and pop into the vase, okay? You just have to kind of, yeah, just right like that. Not anything crazy, and it's very easy and quick to do. And you don't, I mean, you can have them to sit at the right at the edge or have them a bit taller and whatnot. I think in this case I do like them to be at the edge, so I'm gonna go in a way that they're a bit sitting at the edge. That way it covers the little metal part too, just a tiny little bit, so I don't have to stress out about that. All right, like look how fun is that, right? Like little bud vases are always a good idea, individual, because first of all they are awesome as they are, like on like as a singular, but as a family, especially there's a variation in the vases, it just brings more interest and excitement to your tables. Okay, so don't forget that ever. So just that. I think I'm gonna kind of put them all on the side and just show you everything, and then we'll kind of play and place everything when we're actually getting to it. I only have 4 of these left. Initially I was planning to put 2 hydrangeas in these, so I have a little bit like a variation with the flowers. I may just do 1 and put all 4 in one, you know, because that's probably a better bet. Yeah, I think I like this one like as 1 in there, and I wasn't being too particular about like the sizes. I actually don't mind this, and I love that these are like really spiky. It just you know, like it just extends the size of the arrangement, you know, and it makes it more fun. All right, so we'll leave these babies here. Another fun fact about me, I'm not a sweet kind of person. I don't like a lot of sweets, so I don't buy a lot of them if I don't have to. So I'll give you options of what else you can be doing with your setups, but I don't necessarily have them here because I wouldn't eat it and it's just gonna go to waste, and I wouldn't want that. So yeah, so I got some like mini red velvet cupcakes from the grocery store, which was perfect. Funny enough, they had these like chocolate maple leaf thingies on top of their other cupcakes, and I asked them if I could buy, and yes, they sold me a package. Win. So I got the red velvet mini ones from another section, and I got the chocolate and to put on top, and it just adds so much, obviously, right? And it's a perfect Canada Day treat, right? Just put that there, and we're probably gonna like move things around a bit, but again, we'll just like play, because that's what we do best here. We play. And then I have some like fruitsies, like blackberries and raspberries. I would probably do strawberries if I had some, but again, just like add a little bit of these guys, whites and reds. I know this is a little bit of black, but it will do. And then we'll just kind of go ahead and place them, and I want to make sure I'm placing things as sort of like more in the central, more like a line, so I can place my 6 settings and still have people to, like, you know, eat and play and mingle and talk. And the size of these are perfect because I can still see my person in front of me and have a good time. Okay, so we'll work again. We did a red cupcake stand, and then I have another white one, and you know, these guys, technically I think they are meant to be for bakeware, so I would probably assume, like, you know, a mini cupcake, probably a larger one. What I love these for, and I often do this, I use them for something else. I even use them for like candy bars that people can just like, instead of like bags, I use these that people can just like pour the candies in this. It's more like easier to like access, and I just love them. In this case, I am gonna be filling them up with some popcorn. So it's nice to like add some of those stuff also on the cake stand, just because you'll just create more height. And what you can do, I'll show you in a moment. I think we're gonna do maybe 5 of those babies, and wait for it. We can just go ahead and go under the cake stand, and that just will maximize our space, our table space. And I probably would put some of these ones on the other side too. All right, I think like that's kind of enough for now, and I may add more. And I can have a whole bunch of these even prepared, that as people like use these, I can refill, right? And this just will be so much easier to do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and place some of these flowers here too. Like, it's just nice to kind of like have flowers, goodies, and then flowers, and then goodies and flowers, okay? Just kind of like a nice movement there. And yeah, that's pretty, it's looking good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and place my plates. I think I'm gonna do 3 per table. It's looking good, awesome. And then we'll just place our glassware. And as you know, I don't have too many of the same things. You already know that. My goodies are all eclectic. All right, and then we'll put a glassware, and you already know I don't have too many of one thing. I have a little of different things, so I'm doing mixed glassware. And then I got these babies from HomeSense. Most of the things actually on this table is HomeSense, and how exciting is that? Actually, I have to look. Pretty much everything except the vases. So these are coffee, and it has this like Canada thing on top. So it's nice to kind of place it into each plate as a sort of like a little favor. It just will add really fun element, you know? It's just, they're really cool. And then, oh my God, like you have to have like a really cool drink, you know? Which is perfect. It's red. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna like have them in the center, a couple of those there, and then we'll finish our table with an awesome bottle of vino from Sandhill. It's a Merlot. It's delicious. And yeah, well, that's how we're gonna celebrate. This is our celebration, and it's gonna be so much fun when everybody gets here. And it's super easy, right? Like you don't need a lot of things. All you need is some goodies, some fruits, some sweets, and some awesome drink. And I hope everybody enjoys the long weekend. If you're celebrating your the States, like in the States, you have an amazing day. You can still continuously doing the same thing and add a little bit of blue. Obviously focus on your own flag and your own goodies, like your own little souvenirs for goodie bags, but the colors are very still aligned. And I would probably add, I would either do like the blue drink, because there are like blue drinks like the Blue Jones. I would probably do that. I would probably have cupcakes in blue, and I would probably like these containers. Maybe I would do the stripy ones, like with white and red, or blue, like white and red, and then blue and red, blue and white. So they're just like lots of options that how you can play and how you can create things for both Canada Day and States Day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. Please comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you very, very soon. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.